Namaste everyone, my name is Viru. In this video I'm going to give you some of the tips how to do Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana A, B and C. Now when you do this posture you should focus on two things. First is the grounding, means you have to focus on the strength and the stability. And the second you should focus on the stretching. Now the first one, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana A. Feet together and catch your toe. So there is a different way to catch your toe. It's not necessary to lift the leg straight and catch the toe. Of course, if you have good flexibility and strength, you go for this. But for the beginners, just catch your toe like so. So the first step is the strength and the grounding. So hand on your hip. Don't move your elbow outside like this. Keep your elbow in and press the foot down. So when you press the foot down, sense your thigh muscles. And keeping your spine straight as possible. Keep lifting the chest. So your shoulders is back, chest is forward. So this is the first position. Now from here, when you're stretching your leg front of you, common, you can see when you stretch the leg forward, your right hip pops out. Something like this. So I'm going to show you from the front. So for example, when you're stretching your leg forward, your hips pops out like so. So here you need to focus on the two things. The first is, of course, stability from here. Press the foot down, lifting the chest up. So when your hips pops out, what you do? The first thing, drop your hip down, okay? Drop your hip down and try to balance your hips. So for example, when you're stretching your leg, okay? So drop the right hip down. The first thing. Then second, at the same time, you have to activate your leg. So from here, you push your toe against your finger. So dropping the hip down and point your toe. Then here you hold for 5 count. And of course, when you increase your difficulty level, so you're going to lean forward. So I will show you. So once you fix the hip, from here, bending forward. Now, sometime you can see it's turned to like this. Okay, means they round the back too much, and sometime what they do back arched and like this. Neither you round your back too much, or neither you arch the back too much. Okay, so keep your back slightly rounded. So from here, your hip is down. So make the back as neutral, means not to arch. So it will come too much strain if you lift the chest up. Okay, so ribs is slightly in. So just think you're leaning forward. So pull the belly in and up and ribs forward and breathe. Then if you have enough flexibility, of course, lift the leg up and try to touch your chin to the shin. Your drishti is on your toe. Okay, if you feel uncomfortable here to looking your toe, so just look front and find the point where you can focus well. We are focusing on the posture, okay? So for example, if you're a beginner, you are somewhere here. Okay, so that's fine. Just try your best. So as far as you're trying to get this line, you are good. Okay, it's not necessary to in the beginning try to straighten the leg and bend the knee. Okay, so just focus on strengthening and the stretching. So try to balance both. Now from this position, the way 1 2 3 4 5 Trini, then Chatwari. Exhale your right leg to the side. So your goal is your legs should be side. Okay, from here and look to the left. So for example, for the beginners, catching the toe, if you're here, that's fine. Maybe just go 45 degree and look to the left, or maybe just look front and come back. Now the common mistake when you go from the A to the B position sideways, for example, from this position to this. So most of the time you can see there is a internal rotation from the hip. So hips pops out again. So you have to focus on the external rotation. Okay? If you are here, then drop your right hip down. And your goal is right leg to the side. So keep pressing your toe against the finger, keep firm your right leg. And look to the left side. Again, keep your elbow in as possible and lift the chest up. So from the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Trini, and Chatwari. So just listen to your body, okay? External rotation, chest up, elbow back, and push your toe against the finger and look to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then slowly back and touch, then head up. Now the C. When you do the C position, again, you are pointing your toe to firm the leg or stretching the leg, but at the same time, you are pushing your knee toward the hip socket. So from here, from the side, when you come back to the center, inhale, Sapta. Now, when you point your toe, don't send forward your leg. Okay? So you're pointing your toe, activate your leg, but push your knee toward the hip socket. And then down. So this posture is quite challenging. Take your time and focus on the strength and the flexibility side both, and try to balance as much you can. Again, there is nothing right and wrong, but you should pay attention toward your progression and just experience your practice. Thank you for watching. Namaste.